So today's theme is the Apologetic Semitic. Me. Uh, I don't know why this memory remains, but it's definitely from middle school where I was referred to as the Apologetic Semitic, and I suppose it's because of compulsive apologizing for just about anything and everything, and whether I did it or didn't do it. And it was almost if somebody said my name, I'd be like, it's almost like somebody saying somebody's name, and I didn't do it. Instead, I'm saying, I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? I don't know. I must be sorry for something. And, I think all things are rooted to how one is programmed during formative years and habituated. And, apologizing for me was, at first, if you're doing something wrong, all right, you apologize, you make good. But if two people doing something wrong to each other, well, they both should apologize. But, somehow people coerce, people finagle, people talk their way out of certain situations. I was never good at talking my way out of any situation. But there comes a point where somebody's saying, well, I just apologize to make people feel better. So it has nothing to do, so now it's not even about being right and that they're wrong and there's a sort of accountability to things. But, I'll make them feel better. Do it for their sake. And who knows whether they know that or not know that, and to what end does that sustain an illusion? I don't know, go make your sister feel better. Go whatever, make your cousin feel better. Go make your next door neighbor feel better. Yes. And so the ability to think that there's something being done wrong at every turn, at every moment, something is done wrong. Maybe the way I'm parked. Maybe the way my shoulder's up and I'm leaning against this. Where's my elbows? Where's everything? Questioning just the whole thing becomes the narrative. To the point where just the overwhelming conditioned response is, I'm sorry. To the point where it would get to be one of those annoying things where it still plagues me almost to this day, depending on the level of stress that's in a situation, types of people that are around me, and my own personal comfort level and all those other things, and whether or not I did the yoga, meditation in the morning, and eat right, hydrate, all the things that one does to maintain homeostasis. But short of that, it is still very much a habituated thing, apologizing for just anything and everything. And there's people out there that say, saying sorry is a sign of weakness. I get you, but you are very egotistical about only seeing a particular narrative as to why somebody is saying sorry. You're looking at it as like an admission of guilt or some kind of thing rather than a compulsion of some other kind of coping mechanism or need. And I don't know to what degree continuously apologizing for things that one never does, or reactionary, and how does that have different treatment in different social circles. And maybe because people treat it as a certain thing, it becomes that certain thing when it really wasn't to begin with, if that makes any sense. But it would be a compulsion, reaction, almost like a knee jerk. Because I must have done something wrong, even though I didn't move. Must have been me. And I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I'm sure there's other people that just, feel that at all times. Maybe they don't apologize for it. I don't know. Check your surroundings. Check your environment. Check your people around you. See if anybody's gaslighting you to that end. Because it can't always be your fault. I mean, what are the odds of that? That's like, what is that? It's kind of like just because you keep making the shots or the team keeps missing, winning or losing, it doesn't mean it's going to keep on going that way. I mean, that's just crazy. But if something is continuously your fault, I mean, like maybe just notice the surroundings about how it's, putting the jigsaw puzzle together. I don't know. There's something to think about from that aspect. And maybe we're all just survivors of one another's coping mechanisms unleashed in like a medley of just dysfunction and distortion. So to that end, I'm sorry, not sorry, sorry, kind of not sorry, sorry. You know, but it is just fascinating to what degree we're habituated into something, and then it becomes this just lifestyle rigor, however it goes, whichever direction it flies. How people actually, on a side note, believe a sorry that is inauthentic. I mean, why is there no detection of it? If one is just apologizing for apology's sake, of course there's nothing. It's vacant. But yet for somebody else to be taken by it is fascinating to me also. But that's a different discussion for another day. That's neither here nor there. So sorry for that tangent, and thank you for listening.